3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Are you ready? I hope you're buckled up. Hope you got your chin strap ready. Yeah, you clicked on the right channel. This is Smash Mouth Sports, and I'm going in hard. I'm going hard in the paint. And here's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about Sarah Fuller. Is that her name? I don't know. Hold on a second. Let me double check. Is that her name here? I want to make sure I got this right here. Sarah Fuller. Yeah, that's her. Number 27, which is her Instagram. But her football number is, 32? Now, here's what's interesting about this. So here is the point. You ready? Is everybody sitting down? Friends of mine said, Preston, don't do this video. You're insane to do this video. And here's why they said you're insane to do this video. Number one, we live in social justice land where you're not allowed to be honest anymore. You cannot be honest. Do anything else in life other than be honest. You must lie. Well, a great man once said, I cannot tell a lie. So I've got to be brutally honest with you. I pride myself. It's Smash Mouth Sports, okay? This is about brutal honesty, okay? It ain't all about roses and rainbows. It ain't all about participation trophies. So here's what it is about. I have no problems with Sarah Fuller. None at all. She's a kicker, okay? And I'm going to steal the words from the great Peyton Manning. We're going to talk about an idiot kicker. Those are not my words. Those are Peyton Manning's words. I didn't say that. Peyton Manning said that. So here is the point. Nobody likes the kicker. You ready? Nobody likes the kicker, period. Man, woman, otherwise, okay? This young lady, she's 21 years old. I'm very happy for her. She won the SEC championship. No, not in football, okay? Not in basketball, in soccer. She's a great goalie in soccer. She's a national champion in soccer. She's the best goalie in the nation for women. So she's the best woman's goalie. Is she the best goalie? No. That's the man's goalie. And nobody even knows who that is. She's the best female goalie. I'm not taking a thing away from her. But I'm going to talk about the facts of the case. Here are the facts. I watched the whole game. The 0-7 Vanderbilt. Okay? 0-7 Vanderbilt football team. Absolutely dreadful. They were 0-7. Now they're 0-8. Obviously, by the time you're watching this, they're 0-8. Okay? So here are the facts. They had multiple kickers for Vanderbilt that were men, okay, that both got COVID or had COVID symptoms. They were not allowed to play. So because she was tested and she was available, that's why they chose her. Now, Jason Whitlock got roasted Saturday morning because he asked a simple question, okay? He got roasted on Twitter, and I'm going to get roasted from this, okay? And that's fine. I can take the heat, and that's fine. Someone has to be honest in America. Somebody has to be honest, okay? I'm not talking about being rude or be disrespectful, but we have to be honest, okay? If you're going to go into a man's traditional sport, football, fighting, etc., traditional men's powerhouses, okay? We're talking about Power 5, okay? For those that don't know what that basically is a power football conference, okay? An SEC, an ACC, those kinds of teams, okay? So if you're going to play with those kinds of teams, okay? If you're going to play with the men, then we should treat you like a man, correct? No better, no worse. That's what I'm told. What I'm told is we need to focus on equality. That's what I'm told. We need to do better with equality. We can always do better. But part of equality, it doesn't mean you're getting the result that you want, okay? And that's why I'm going to go into this, because there was a lot of fanfare, a lot of made about it. She's so brave. She's so brave. Look, did it take some courage to get in there in an all-man's league, in an all-man sport? Yes, it did. Yes, I give her credit for that. Okay, there's a lot of men that would not have wanted to buck up if they were good at soccer or field goals or whatever, would not have wanted to buck up. So I tip my hat to her for that. Great. She came on the field, okay? She did what she could, but all this excitement buildup. First of all, her team is terrible. Okay, her team is terrible. Those are the facts. The Vanderbilt football team is absolutely dreadful. They're horrible, okay? Here is what I had a problem with. So I like this girl. I love the story. I was excited. I was drinking the Kool-Aid. I was like, man, this is great. Okay, I hope she nails a 50-yard field goal. Okay, we all saw Carrie Lloyd, those hardcore football fans, at Philadelphia Eagles practice last year, nail a 50-yarder in practice. And I was like, wow. That was the first time in my life that I had seen a female make a 50-yard field goal, period, at any level, high school, college, pro, any level. That's the first time in my life, last year with Carrie Lloyd, that I ever saw a female kick a 50-yard field goal. So I thought, wow, okay, It can be done. A woman can kick a 50-yard field goal, okay? Now, here are the facts of the case. Here is my problem with Sarah Fuller personally, okay? Here are my two problems with her. Have no problem with her trotting out there. I have no problem. She's got 50,000 Twitter followers. Congratulations. I literally checked her profile the day before. She had less than 3,000. Less than 3,000. She went to 50,000, okay? No problem with that. She's a celebrity. She's got over 150,000 Instagram followers. She's got hundreds of thousands of followers. She is now going to be a celebrity for life. She's in the Power 5 conference, okay? That's what we're talking about. But here's my problem. Number one, nobody likes the kicker. Nobody wants to say this. Nobody likes the kicker, not her, not because she's a woman, okay? Nobody likes the kicker, period. My Tampa Bay Buccaneers have drafted multiple kickers, okay? Within the last 5 years, my Tampa Bay Buccaneers have drafted multiple kickers. You would have thought Raymond James Stadium was going to be burned to the ground for drafting a kicker, okay? A male kicker, 2 men. What do you think would happen if a female kicker was drafted? I'm here to tell you, whether you want to accept this or not, she is an elite athlete, okay? She is a better athlete than anybody on that Vanderbilt football team is at their sport. The key word being at their sport. She's better at soccer than they are at football. There's not a chance in hell that she would play linebacker. There's not a chance in hell that she would play running back or O-line or D-line because she would get knocked off of her cleats. That is a fact, period. That's the fact, okay? We got to live in reality, okay? So let me address the couple things that I did not like. I did not like the fact that at halftime, they're down 21-0, and she felt the need that she was above the team, okay, that she needed to give a halftime speech for the team. Come on, guys. Let's cheer up. Okay? Her job's not a cheerleader, okay? If you want to be a cheerleader, then go be a cheerleader. She's a football player. And she's probably, and she couldn't figure out why nobody was happy because they're 0-7. They've been beat, okay? What people don't talk about football, which is why a lot of people won't say this into a microphone, that they think it's ridiculous for women to try to play in the NFL or elite level college football because they know other than kicker, okay, kicker is the one sport where women are going to start to matriculate into college sports, into the NFL. I do predict there will be an NFL female kicker within the next 5 years. You want a hot take? There's another hot take, okay? It's going to happen. Now, let's go down this road because we've already gone down this road. Let's go down the road. So here's the road we're going down. Ironically, she played against Missouri. Okay, they got waxed 41-0. Here's my question. Nobody seemed to bring this up. A few years ago, Michael Sam was the big story. He was the great story, Michael Sam. Now, he was an elite college athlete, okay? Co-defensive player of the year, okay? But what's going to happen when a guy like a Michael Sam or another elite athlete, this guy was an elite athlete, he wasn't good enough to make the pros, okay? He was the best of the best in college, wasn't good enough to make the pros. She's not even the best of the best there's other kickers that are better than her. There's women kickers that are better than her, okay? So this mystery, this insanity, the fact that she is the beacon of holiness, the fact it's ridiculous, okay? It's ridiculous. So here's what I'm going to sum this up here because I could talk about this for an hour. I did not like the fact that she talked to the kicker in football. The kicker never speaks to the team. You want to talk about equality? I'm going to tell you about equality because had it been a male kicker, that male kicker who's about 5'6", about 170 pounds, would have gotten the living tar beat out of him, okay? I'm going to refrain my language here because a lot of friends and family listen to the show here. They told me not to do this. They say, Preston, don't talk about this. It's too crazy. People are going to lose their mind. You're not allowed to speak truth anymore. You're not allowed to be honest anymore. But I'm simply telling you the kicker would have got his ass whipped. That's what would have happened. The kicker, a male kicker, would have gotten beat up. A female kicker, obviously not. There's different standards. Nor do I want that to happen. I don't want a female to be beat up or to be smacked, obviously. But in football, that's what happens, okay? They tape the kickers to the goalpost. They tape the rookies to the goalpost. They put powder on them and Gatorade on them and all kinds of other nefarious things, and they beat them and smack them and everything else, okay? It's not as simple as, we carry you to the field, you kick one field goal, you go back home. Kickers and punters are specialists. They are specialists. Okay? I know a lot of people get upset. Most people that are hardcore football fans, like me, do not consider even the kickers and the punters football players, the male kickers and the punters. Okay? So I'm going to finish this off with this. So I did not like that. I did not like the fact that she got SEC Special Teams Player of the Week. You've got to be kidding me. All she did was make a horrific, they said it was 30 yards. I don't believe it was 30 yards. It looked like it was 20-21. It was a squib kick. It was the worst kick I've ever seen. It was horrific. It was absolutely, everybody was excited. She finally got a kick. It was terrible. And then she said, when she was clapping, when they finally got a first down, nobody moved, nobody clapped. Yeah, this is football. Football is not a fun game when you're losing, okay? When the guy on the other side of you is 6'5", 330 pounds, and he has busted you in the mouth 45 plays in a row, yes, it is harder to get back up when you've been busted in the mouth 45 plays. Look at the NFL. What happens when a team runs for 200, 225 yards? In the fourth quarter, the biggest, toughest guys give up because they have been ran over for 45 plays. They've been getting busted in the mouth. So the last thing I'll say, I'll leave it at this, is what happens, okay, when a Ray Lewis, when a J.J. Watt, okay, where do we go if a guy like a Michael Sam comes? We're told we have to love everything Michael Sam. Don't be critical of Michael Sam, okay, because of his lifestyle, okay? So what happens if he rushes the edge, he sacks Sarah Fuller, he blocks the kick, he breaks her legs, okay, and she crushes her sternum, okay? What's going to happen then? Is he going to be arrested for just doing a football play? I mean, that's the road we're going down here, okay? And then what happens on another play when she kicks the ball off and a 225-pound running back / kick returner, okay, 6'1", 225 pounds, comes barreling down field. And she does one or two things, and they're both going to look bad for her. The first thing's going to happen, she's going to get scared, she's going to move out of the way. Her teammates are going to be enraged. The second thing that's going to happen, she's going to try to make the tackle, she's going to get the Heisman, she's going to get stiff arm. Sadly, she probably would get the Heisman. But she's going to get the Heisman pose right in the face, right in the jaw, and you're going to get knocked out. So that's my take. Again, it's not an anti-female take. I know I can feel the rage coming. Okay, I can feel the anger coming because nobody wants to be honest. So I'm going to leave the video at this. Okay, I'm going to leave the video at this. You ready? Saturday morning, Jason Whitlock. Okay, used to work for ESPN, Fox Sports. Now he's without Kick to Coverage. He got roasted on Twitter because he asked a question. The question he asked is, were there not any male Vanderbilt soccer players? The answer to that question, no, unfortunately there wasn't. Okay, so that answers that question. The second question is Dan Levitard, who works for ESPN, who is woke. He is super woke. But the problem with wokeness, it continues to eat. Okay? Mr. Obama talked about this. It's cannibalization. Okay? The firing squad, the circular firing squad, and that's where we're at now. Nobody wants to get in the circling firing squad, okay? There's not a lot of people, okay? You got to be crazy to want to get into that, okay? Put your hat in the ring. Well, good. Buck up. Let's do it. And the last thing I'll leave with is this. Chris Collinsworth, I'm not even that big of a fan of Chris Collinsworth. I don't even think he's that great of a broadcaster. I think he's extremely overrated, extremely, okay? He's been on all the Madden video games. He's been doing it for 30-some years, okay? And he made a comment that he was impressed with the Pittsburgh Steelers women in Pittsburgh at the bar. He was talking to, he said, oh, they knew so much about sports. They knew about Big Ben. They knew about T.J. Watt. Okay, they knew about Chase Claypool and all these things and Eric Ebron and yada, 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 yada. He was trying to be complimentary. Guys, I understand Twitter is woke. I understand people are losing their mind. People are looking for an excuse to get angry. Okay? He wasn't trying to say that women don't know about sports. Okay? Give me a break here. Give me a break. Okay? Having said that, all of that, like and subscribe to the channel, baby.